Here are 14 Black romance book recommendations where one or more of the main characters are in the music industry. Hi, my name is Talia, and welcome back to my channel. So it's time for another book list, and in honor of Black Music Month, which is in June, if you didn't know, I thought it'd be fun to talk about some of my favorite Black romances that center around the music industry. So our MMCs, our FMCs, they're singers, they're rappers, songwriters, producers, record label owners, musicians. Book titles and authors are listed in the description box. And let me know in the comments what your favorite Black romances centered around the music industry are. Number 1, Assist by Alexandria House. This is book 3 in the St. Louis Sire series. So Alexandria House's hockey series. Our FMC is a rapper. Think Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion. It's very much giving kitty rap. I don't know if I could say the P word. But, you know, that class of female rappers, they're very empowered. They're very comfortable and liberated in their sexuality. She's like that. But she's not just that. And our MMC sees beneath the surface. Next book is Let Me Love You. This is book 1 in the McClain Brothers series by Alexandria House also. First introduction to Alexandria House. I read this book back in 2023. If you know, you know. If you know about Everett, Big South McClain, you know, right? In this universe, Big South is basically the best rapper alive. Okay, he's like the Jay-Z of that universe. He's seasoned. He's been in the game for a minute. He's been able to build this incredible life because of it. And he meets Joe in a very funny, unexpected way. And the minute he meets Joe, she's just a regular girl working for a jeweler. He falls head over heels and he locks in. Next book is Maybe for the Summer by Aubree Pynn. So this was one of my favorite reads in 2024. I've talked about this in many videos on here, on TikTok, on Reels. Our MMC, Jay Lucci, famous rapper, a rapper that gets in trouble a lot. The lyrics he raps about, that's real life, okay? He's a gangster for real, and he keeps getting in trouble, and this is clearly affecting his career as a rapper. So a concierge type person, a handler, a babysitter is hired for him, and that person is our FMC. He meets her, he already knows, he locks in, and this is very much I'm a movement by myself, but we're a force when we're together. This is very much Upgrade You. Our FMC does such a great job of elevating his life and his career and everyone around him. Next book is Call and Response. This is book 3 in the New Heights novella series by Kristina C. Jones. I cannot believe I'm meeting Kristina C. Jones in a month, okay? Kristina C. Jones don't even do book events for real, but she's going to be at the house party in Charlotte, baby. I'm gonna cry. But in this novella, both the MMC and FMC are singers. They do a little collabo in more ways than one. Next book is The Other Side of Fame by D. Rose. Baby, I know y'all are tired of hearing me talk about this book, but it's truly been one of my favorite reads of 2025 thus far. And probably next week, I'll do a list of my top 10 reads of the first half of 2025. The Other Side of Fame is going to make that top 10, top 15, whatever I decide, right? I think I'll do a top 10 for IG, for TikTok, and then I'll do an extended, like maybe 15 or 20 for YouTube. Our FMC, she is a newish singer. Right? Her debut was all right, but she got caught up in some drama with her baby daddy, who is a famous producer, and that really overshadowed her first album. So a lot is at stake for her second album, for her sophomore album. And she is connected to one of the best rappers in the game. His name is Fame, Keon. They build a friendship and it grows into this beautiful thing. Next book is Rhythms Blues by Kimberly Brown. I read this last year. Love it. Love me some Kimberly Brown. Our FMC is not in the music industry. However, she was in a relationship with a rapper. She was with him before he got famous. This is very much giving Brand New by Jasmine Sullivan off of the reality show album. Is very much giving Brand New. Baby, I was with you from the beginning. And now you've blown up and you've gotten a little ahead of yourself. Our MMC, it's complicated. It's complicated. This is low-key forbidden. He's a producer. He's a producer. And he is someone who has worked with the X. Next book is The Love Lyric by Christina Forrest. This is book 3 in the Greene Sisters trilogy. So this is Iris's story. This is the eldest sister's love story. And we see in the previous books, Iris meets a not quite yet discovered R&B singer. And in The Love Lyric, it's quite a few years later. He has now achieved superstar status. He meets Iris and reunites with Iris at work. Next book is Losing Control by Ladii. Nesha read this in 2024. Very, very enjoyable read. A lot of people love this book, so you've probably heard of it. Our MMC, Caesar, he's a rapper, a very famous rapper, one of the best rappers out in this universe, and he meets this, how do you even describe Marley? A free spirit. Very unlikely pair, but it works. It makes sense. Next book is So This Is Love by Miyeko May. This is her second release. Her first release was one of my first reads when I got into Black romance a couple of years ago. It's the one where they're in Mexico. It's like a vacation type situation. This book, So This Is Love, our MMC is a rapper. What kind of rapper is he? I don't want to say it's giving Drake because I think his character, his personality, there's more humility. I don't know. But he is a famous rapper, heartthrob rapper. He's not like a YN type rapper. He meets our FMC who's not in the industry backstage at a show. Then that's it. And a couple of years pass and they run into each other again. Next book is No Ordinary Love by Myah. Ariel, our FMC, is a R&B pop star. Very famous, very famous. She meets our MMC, who's a baseball player at the Grammys. And I've had the honor of interviewing Myah Ariel. So the tea in that interview, and you can find that in the author's playlist on here. Basically, this Ella character is loosely based on Mariah Carey and her marriage relationship with Tommy Mottola. Miles is kind of giving Derek Jeter. Okay, so if you knew that time, and I'm dating myself, I'm aging myself. So Ella is an R&B singer, and her ex-husband, her estranged husband, is the producer that discovered her. And baby, it's messy. But all Ella is trying to do is be free. Next book is August Lane by Regina Black. So I haven't read this book yet. I do have an advanced copy, but I haven't read this book yet. This book is out on July 29th, but the early reviews I've seen from my peers on Book Talk, on Bookstagram, they're saying it's one of the best reads they've read this year. They're talking about 5 stars, so I already know it's going to be good. Regina Black is the author of The Art of Scandal, which I really enjoyed, and I think that's being adapted for TV or film, so I'm looking forward to that. But the girls say it's good. Both our FMC and our MMC, it's enemies to lovers, but they're both in the country music scene. Okay, Black people in country music. Genres are a funny thing, but it's our genre. Our MMC, he's kind of a country star who's low-key fallen from grace. And our FMC is a songwriter and also singer. And she has every reason to dislike this man. But it's a romance. So next book is Love in the Studio by Tiye Monet. So our MMC, famous producer. Our FMC, she is an aspiring singer. They work together. She comes with a lot of baggage, and it's messy, messy, messy. Next book is Rifts and Refrains by Tiye and Keisha Mennefee. This is book 1 in the Resonance series. I just learned preparing for this list. I read this book last year, or I listened, because it's an audio only. It only comes in audiobook. I learned that this is a part of a series, and this is also a book that's getting adapted for the small screen, I want to say, for a streamer. Our FMC is an aspiring country singer. It's after the death of her father. She meets the MMC, but he is connected to the industry, and he uses those connections to help her launch her country music career, which is not easy, right? She's a Black woman in country. Last book is Open My Heart. This is book 3 in the Armani Sisters series by Tiye. This is my favorite book in this series, by the way. Our FMC, not in the industry. Our MMC, he is a new record label owner, new studio owner. He's trying to turn his life around, okay? He just got out. He also makes music, cultivating, developing other artists. There's a lot at stake for Sanchez. Those are 14 Black romance books where our MMCs or our FMCs are in the music industry. See you for the next one. Bye.